Welcome to the German Climate Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai. Ambitious, just together.
So, welcome everyone to our side event here. Oh my god, that was way too much energy, which we cannot imagine. Energy we could not normally imagine at this time of COP. So, yeah, the GSG text just dropped 1 hour ago, and a lot of people are now working on it, which is absolutely fine. But we have some acts. I hope we have some online people joining the side event and some audience here in front of us. So very welcome to our open mic night about the fears and hopes of youth. First of all, we want to ensure an open room for your feelings, your fears, your hopes about the climate crisis. So we see it as a very important fact that we talk about the feelings here as well. Technical negotiations are important and we need to find solutions. But the fears, the hopes, the feelings are real as everything else. So it's very important to give this some room here. Please send love and support to all the people that are joining us on stage, that are brave enough to be here and to share their feelings. So show them love with clapping, sending hearts, do whatever you want, smile to them and not like cry. And yeah, we are looking for all of your content and your creativity forward to. And enjoy the snacks you see next to you on the seats. And later on, there's also some pizzas. So staying until the end is a good idea, hopefully. So now let us get started shortly. We also get a keynote from Sebastian 23.
Yes. So thank you, Isabel. Also, welcome to all of you from my side. And at first, as Isabel already mentioned, we want to start with a brief keynote from afar. Sebastian 23, he's a famous poetry slammer from Germany. And he prepared a very special message for all of us for this evening. So let's see what he has to say to us today.
Hello everybody and welcome to the open mic night here at the COP28. My name is Sebastian 23 and as you can probably tell by my accent, I am from Germany. I'm a climate activist and an author and I started my stage career at open mic nights just like this one and at poetry slams. So I'm very excited to be part of this event even though I'm far away in Germany right now. I didn't realize it back in the day, but open mic nights just like this are inherently political events. Artistic freedom and the freedom of expression are taken for granted when you live in a democracy, but even there, people had to fight for it. And there are still many places where it is not possible to create art without censorship or to speak your mind without fearing any punishment. But art lives on the border of imagination and dreams, and we have to be able to imagine a better world if we one day want to live in a better world. And then we have to be able to put our imagination into words or into art or into music or even into postings on social media. Because art is the best way to share our ideas and to have a voice that can be heard. And it definitely is the best way to connect with others. And if there's one thing that I can say for sure, it's that we are not going to solve climate crisis on our own. We need to connect with other people. So thank you very much for coming together. I'd love to be there with you and hear your ideas and share your thoughts and connect with you. The situation in the world right now might seem dire. There are wars going on as I speak and the worldwide carbon emissions are still on a rise. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. There's sexism, racism, ableism, all sorts of discrimination. So we need to do something about all of that. And when it comes to the climate crisis, the injustice of it all is unbearable because, especially in the global south, where the least of the carbon emissions are made, the effects of the climate crisis are the worst and people suffer the most. But we cannot lose hope because even in a world with 100 crises, we are still 8 billion people who can do something about it. The worst enemy of change is not fear or a conservative think tank. The worst enemy of change is the lack of hope. If we do get the impression that we have to change everything on our own, it's very easy to lose hope. Because it's virtually impossible to change the economic system on our own, to reduce carbon emissions worldwide on our own. It is impossible to stop injustice and violence and wars on our own. It cannot be done by one person. And that is not a bad thing, because we are not on our own. Just open your eyes and look around you. Not just here, everywhere in the world, people are fighting for a better future. Paul Hawkins once said, if you look at the scientific evidence of what is going on right now on planet Earth and you are not pessimistic, then you don't understand the data. But if you meet the people who are working to restore the Earth and the lives of the poor and you're not optimistic, you don't have a pulse. This November, thousands of activists in canoes blocked the port of New Haven in Australia, the biggest coal port in this world. This August in Ecuador, a public vote stopped the drilling for oil in the Yasuni National Park and the coal mining in Choco Andino, choosing the protection of nature over fossil fuel profits. A couple of weeks ago, thousands of people blocked highways in the Netherlands to force the government to get back on track to its own climate goals. And 21 countries are participating in a project called the Great Green Wall, started by the African Union. They are building a forest and green areas between Senegal and Djibouti, almost 8,000 kilometers all across the African continent to stop the Sahara Desert from growing. And fossil fuel companies and Western governments are finally sued and held responsible for their ignorance and inaction against the effects of the climate crisis. Things are changing, and climate activists all across the globe are working tirelessly to create a better future for all of us. Because yes, we do live in a global crisis, but there is a global solution. And all of you are part of it. We are all part of it. So let's hear your ideas. Please feel free to share your visions and dare to dream big. Connect with each other and find new ways to work together. This open mic is one of the opportunities to do so. Make your voices heard and don't forget to have fun on the way. Thank you all for being here and thank you for being part of the solution.
So after this very inspiring speech from Sebastian, 23, and I saw you all get really settled down in your chairs, and we want to change this right now. So please get up. We'll start with some karaoke session, where it's really important that you all take part in, because we want to sing the mitigation song created by Yango, because we are young people, and it's time to share hopes together and also sing our demands together. So please, I still see people sitting down here. It's not acceptable. Yeah, we're having karaoke version here on the screens, so there are no excuses not to sing the song. So please join. We'll do it 2 times, so you're also getting warm, and I think you'll all manage. So can we have the song, please?
Call for adaptation, pursue a just transition. Don't throw our world away. Please, L&D fund decide full phase out 1.5. Listen what we say. Don't throw our world away. Tell us why ain't nothing happens like you say. Tell us why ain't nothing ever seems to change. Tell us why climate justice is so far away. Act on what we say. Woo! So, do you now get the text? Shall we repeat it one more time so everyone get the text and we have a second chance of, okay. Can we get it a second time, please? And now with full voice. Yeah, you know, like full interactions. We need mitigation. nation we call for adaptation, pursue a just transition. Don't throw our world away. L&D fund decide full phase out 1.5. Listen what we say. Don't throw our world away. Tell us why ain't nothing happens like you say. Tell us why ain't nothing ever seems to change. Tell us why climate justice is so far away. Act on what we say. Woo! So now we are really into our, I hope the spirit of creativity came to you. And now we can start with our first act, which I want to ask Liz on stage. She created a very good poem. And Liz, come to us. You have the mic. This is for you.
Yay! I have a little poem prepared for you. I hope it's going well. I just wrote it like yesterday night in the middle of somethingness. So, I hope it's going to be okay. And thank you all for being here. I am a party, you are a party, we have no party. We are young, wild and free, and still we are here. We have everywhere else to be, but everywhere is here. We are standing on the territory of lushness, of dripping richness, which brought us here. Richness was brought to purses and atmosphere. The air has had enough. It gets into heated debates, tries to give a fair share to the sea, but also the sea is rising against. The atmosphere is now rich, with this richness, but we have a problem with that. But actually, we only have one problem: our greed to exceed. We are young, wild and free and have everywhere else to be, and still we are here. And again, you are soft-talking, though signs have never been so clear. What you are judging today will be my reality. You can leave here as a hero or die as someone who could have changed the world. Though you are complaining about the cost, though cost of no action is more expensive later anyway. When the third drought is raising food prices, only storms can take you by the hand. Our life is weighed against the value and it seems too expensive. Cost of no action costs us our life. How can you still be torn? You sentence us when we were born and do it again today? I am a party, you are a party, we have no party. I have a right to live, you as you had yours when you had your party. The parties present today are our judges, and you sentenced us for being born. Your judgment today is our sentence tomorrow. We are sentenced for life. I thought you always wanted children. If you never intended to leave a world for me, why did you even have me? Was I also an accident? I'm almost surrendering. But then I'm remembering. There's a world that needs resembling. We all need to get over ourselves and act. Power lies within ourselves. We can have impact. We know we are working on it. We fight and we are not alone in it. We fight and we are a team. We are going to be the people that hear the ecosystem scream. What you are judging today will be my reality. What you are judging today has meaning. Not just words, numbers, texts, but meaning. So, thank you very much. That was really emotional and a really strong performance. And I'm also really glad that now we have a really different type of performance now here on stage. So give a warm applause to you. because you're performing right now with your violin. Just one question, do you need anything from, or we need the slides for her, for Annabelle. Is the technical team on it? Well, otherwise you can already prepare yourself on stage and we'll see. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Annabelle. So as you can see, I play violin, and I think music is a very great tool and effective tool to connect people. So when it comes to a climate change problem or our goal, and music can always be something that enables others to take a rest, to relax a bit. I know it's a very long 2 weeks for all of you. And when I play music, people feel relaxed and calm. And at the same time, music can be actually a tool to educate people. And for example, I have a climate music workshop where I will play movie music and also watch the movie together with the audience, and then let them know what are actually the hidden environmental message in the movie. So if you are interested, but unfortunately tonight this is a second last performance, but let me know if you are interested. I'll be happy to share how I do it, like a music climate workshop. Yeah, so next slide please. Yeah, so this is the poster that I created. So I believe most of you have watched The Sound of Music, right? The power of music to fight climate change together. So actually music is a universal language that has the power to inspire, educate, and mobilize people to start their climate change action. And the most important way is to express our feelings and also encourage each other. Next slide, please. So right now, I would like to share one song with you. It's from the movie called Poignant on the Sea, and the name of the song is Mother of the Sea. So please let me know how you feel after listening to this song. All right? Okay. Please go to the next slide. Yeah. And then click one more. Yeah. Oh, without the music. Technical team, music, please. Thank you. So How do you feel? Anyone? So in the past sessions,
Yeah, I think it's really inspiring to hear violin because, yeah, I think it's really difficult to play, and also it inspires me to, yeah, to a bit relax and look at the pictures and you're playing. So it's, yeah, it's quite inspiring and nice to hear you.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing the music to such a political conference. And, you know, seeing the violin, which is a very fragile instrument, and now in the background seeing the climate crisis, of course, showing to us the very fragile environment that we need to protect, that just touches the heart. So thank you.
There is, for me, one important conclusion when you were showing the photos of the nature and playing the violin. There was harmony. And when we saw all the rubbish in the sea, there was a problem with the harmony. So I felt that this shows us clearly that we should stay in line and in harmony with nature, what we unfortunately not are doing. So this was very inspiring for me also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Do you still want to share? Yeah, I'm really glad that in the COP, yeah, you're right, people are really worried and stressed out. So, but at the same time, music can actually bring hope. It helps us to express our feeling. So don't be afraid of having fear or like just worried. I think it's totally fine, but you have to find a way to let yourself to release all the pressure and also find your way to express yourself. So next slide, please. And I think I have one more song to share. Yeah, so I know that the previous one isn't that happy, but at the same time you feel calm. So this one I would like to share this movie called My Neighborhood Totoro. And I think in this movie it talks about a lot of nature and how people are actually living in a simple place. So in this movie there are no high buildings, there are no developed cities. It's just a normal village, but then the girl living there, they are so happy too. And at the same time, this also talks about the biodiversity, how actually we lived with the like natural creatures and also animals. So I hope you will enjoy this song. Thank you. Next slide, please. I think it's okay.
Yeah. Notice it.
Yeah. Next slide. So I hope you all enjoy it. And yeah, if you are interested in music and also climate change education, please feel free to connect, and I will be happy to share. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so thank you very much for this impression. Like, I know that playing the violin is crazy impressive. So thank you so much for this show. It was very interesting, and I'm happy to see some more new faces here. So welcome to our open mic night. I hope you're doing good and you enjoy the night. We have some snacks over there in the front row. So if you're brave enough to come into the front row, you will get some snacks. Yes, so yeah, so next person, if she just joined immediately, is Roshani. So thank you for being here. Come to the stage. A big applause for her. Yeah.
I'm Roshni Vatrai. I'm from Nepal. I work for International Human Rights Commissions. Although I don't got the badge for human rights, but still I managed. And I'm the Asia Pacific Regional Head for UNESCO Groundwater Youth Network. I have been talking about Mount Everest since last few years. And till today, we already lost more than 40% of the snow of Mount Everest. Imagine 40%. So I would like to invite everyone. In coming decade, we are going to plan rock climbing in Mount Everest because our snow will be gone. So how is the idea of rock climbing? Maybe our government is planning it, and maybe COP as well. So today I'm here for fun, for entertainment, and maybe some pizzas, I guess. So, as you see, most of us are here for entertainment. So what is the main source of entertainment? Maybe some jokes? Would you like some jokes? Okay. So there was an old man, and he usually used to prank people, prank everyone in the village, that tiger has come, tiger has come, tiger has come. And everybody used to take their stick and run behind him, asking, where is the tiger? And he used to prank everyone, every night, every day. But the day came when the tiger came, and no one believed his prank. No one. I feel the COP is the same. It's a joke. And if you have seen the text, congratulations, we all are pranked. Thank you so much.
So, thank you very much for this, trying to bring some jokes to us this evening. I think we all need it really urgently after the last GST text came out. So, yes, it's always good to have at least a little bit of fun in the end, I think, even if it's not funny at all. But, true. But now I think I would like to give the floor to Anna. To Yang, and she's here. We had some really short cut changes right now. So Yang, if you feel prepared, I would like to give the floor to you to share your poem, which you just prepared, and also the image which you want to talk about. So give a please big kind of applause to Yang with her performance right now.
Yes, thank you. Hi.
For Yang.
Hi everyone, I'm Yang from China and I'm the youth delegate
Thank
of
you.
International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent delegation in this COP and just call it FRC. Actually, I'm not a good point, but I'd like to take this chance to share some of our good practice, some of our good youth work within our Red Cross and Red Crescent movement. And is this the picture? Yeah, please wait a moment. Yeah, so please have a look on this visual note. It is designed by our youth during a intergenerational discuss on a session that discuss about the climate action and youth summit that organized by the FRC Climate Center, and it's very innovative. And now, let me please allow me to share my poems. I'm really not a good poet, so please forgive me. In a changing world where nature speaks, Red Cross and Red Crescent youth are doing good, strong and sleek. They are like a friendly light shining in the crowd, sharing stories of actions, speaking clear and loud. Young hearts, full of energy, finding their own way. In the world of climate, they are making a good play. Yes, there is a gap between the young and the wise, but working together, they reach for the skies. How do the young ones, with the minds so bright, connect with leaders who have seen much in life? They are trying to bridge the gap, facing a big task, joining force, creating a story, and that's all they ask. Youth stories, painted with passion and delight, each one saying why, with all their might. Thinking about tomorrow, making sure it's alive. Learning, striving, so we all thrive. Red Cross and Red Crescent youth on a mission that's clear. In the world of climate, they are drawing near, connecting the dots, stitching the things, crafting a story full of big dreams. Why are they working in the climate space? To learn, to grow, to quicken, and to learn, to grow, to quicken the space, to the past. Where technology meets young hearts, solving problems, playing their parts, stories of themselves, of humble beginnings, a canvas of dreams with no dimmings, connecting past, present, and what's in the store. A story unfolding, they're exploring more, connecting threads, creating something bold. A story of passion of a darling and the bold. Projects in the air, actions on the streets. In the community's hearts, Red Cross and Red Crescent youth meet. The past teaches lessons. The present is a dance. The future awaits, giving them a chance. Experience matters, but no one is on. Through connection, seeds of the impacts are sown. In this big play, where stories take fights, there's space for every youth shining so bright. United they'll stand, a force so vast. In the climate story, their role is unsurpassed. Thank you so much. And yes, I've been asking, like, are you a doctor or are you learning medical? Maybe you have the impression that Red Cross is doing the first aid or doing the health support, but actually our humanitarian action covers a lot of areas like the disaster prevention, disaster warning, and disaster preparedness, as well as the mental health support. And also the youth plays a big force, most huge force in our humanitarian mobilization, humanitarian movement. We are telling our stories by ourselves, and together with the connection, we can shape our story. So just look forward for the cooperation, and also if you want to get to know more about our youth work, to explore the potential action in the near future, just please feel free to reach out to me. And last but not least, is that tomorrow there will be an event in the Green Zone, the humanitarian hub, Women's Pavilion, is how to protect and promote you and your community's mental health and well-being before, during, and after climate crisis. It is organized by the WHO, and it is held through 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Do not forget the Green Zone Humanitarian Hub Women Pavilions. So feel free to join us, to meet our youth, to meet our experts, and to know more about how to prepare for the mental health and the psychosocial support in the climate actions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this poem, poetry slam, and your picture that you brought to us. We also have a second keynote with us from Ease, who is a German Namibian musician, and he wants to send some short words of hope. So I know that the technical team behind us is doing a great job, because the whole program that we sent them is just crashed by the GST text, but it's fine. But if the technical team could now send us shortly the video on the screen from Ease, that would be amazing.
Yes, yeah. My name is Is, a Namibian musician, and I want to thank everybody for being here today. I know the climate crisis and everything can be very hard sometimes, but I tell you one thing, I have so much hope. I see our young generation, I see how we move, I see how we stick together, I see how we don't stop, and I have lots of hope. So if everybody does their part, and we can have a few leaders who can really lead us in the right direction, I have lots of hope. So don't be hopeless. We can do it. We can do it. If we work together, we can make it happen. Thank you so much.
So, after this really short keynote, we just heard that we don't have as much time as we originally planned, but let's just do this as long as we still have time here. So right now I want to give the stage next to Chisoba. She prepared a speech for us today, and I'm really interested to see what she will tell us today. So please, the floor is yours. Please come to the stage. And give her a warm round of applause, please. Don't sleep.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chizoba Nziako, and I'm from West Africa, Nigeria. When I saw this, I was very inspired, and I could relate to it, especially on the fears and hopes of youth. So I said I really want to come, share our own stories as well. The first time I experienced uninterrupted power supply was in Germany, and when I returned back to my country, it was very difficult for me to cope. Not just not just on the part of interrupted power supply, also on the part of fossil fuels and constant generators sound. I don't know how many people must have experienced that, but this evening I will just be sharing a poem. Permit me, I just wrote it this afternoon, so I will be looking into my device. This is a poem on energy poverty and climate crisis in Africa, and it says, in Africa's land where sun-soaked rays kiss dusty plains in vibrant blaze, energy, a scarce embrace, leaves many in a shadowed place. Climate wrought a harsh embrace, draws parched earth, disrupts life space. Rivers shrink, their whispers fade, leaving crops and dreams betrayed. In hushed homes, the darkness lingers, as kerosene's dim, soothing fingers. Pen tales of struggle, silent plight, where dreams retreat from lack of light. Energy poverty, a cruel divide, tells resilience, hope collides. Yet seeds of change begins to sprout, solar rays, a whispers hope throughout. Communities unite as entwines, a nursing Communities unite, arts entwine, and innocent sons gift a lifeline. Renewable hope on horizons gleam, empowering lives a vibrant dream. In Africa's quest, a call resounds for green solutions, vital grounds. To heal the wounds, embrace the sun, emerge from a shadow, a new day begun. Let innovation spark a flame, a beacon for change, a lasting aim. Where energy meets sustainability's tie, Africa's resilience soars reaching the sky. Thank you.
So thank you very much. I think we still have some time. So now we want to move to some comedy. So I'm really pleased that now we can welcome Roman now on stage to perform for us. So Roman, the stage is yours.
Thank you. I'll be quick, then we can maybe sing the song before the press conference comes in. Okay, I honestly, I wasn't really sure what to say here, but then the GST text came out and now I had a lot of stuff to talk about. So this is half rant, half comedy, maybe more rant than comedy. We'll see how it goes. Is it not refreshing to work for days, not to sleep and rest, and to see that parties have done the same, producing a full 238 paragraphs of text? A text that is an inspiration. Inspiration for you, an inspiration for me, an inspiration for all of us to sit in the corner and cry. Because we realize nothing we did had any influence. We've had a hard year of work, a full 5-year cycle of the GST, and we've learned as a global community. And according to the latest text, we've improved a lot. We learned from past mistakes. Last year, we wanted to accelerate efforts towards the phase-out of inefficient fossil fuel subsidies. This year, we might directly phase out inefficient fossil fuel subsidies. Wow. Woo! But only the ones that encourage wasteful consumption. What a game changer. And we have reached a new stage of efforts towards. Now we want to enhance them, not accelerate them like last year. Amazing. It's these small details that really let you marvel at the creativity of negotiators. And that's not all. It really seems Christmas has come early this year. We might also get a reduction of fossil fuels to achieve net zero by 2050, or maybe just around 2050, which might be 2060, 2070, I don't know. In general, this COP was once again truly record-breaking. We're not only in the city with the tallest tower, the highest infinity pool, or the biggest mall. We're also in the city with the twistiest tower, which fits in light of the acrobatic stunts politicians had to pull off in order to explain 2,500 fossil fuel lobbyists at COP. Another world record. But maybe, just maybe, we should join their side. Because in the end, it is much easier to move your summer residence from Spain to Finland than to go back home to your communities and tell them that you could do nothing about the cause of the floods, the droughts, and the storms. Maybe we should start working on an exit program for climate activists. So finally, we can go home after COP on the winning side. Maybe we can go home to a warm, fossil-fueled home and a private jet full of gifts we just bought at these beautiful malls, instead of an economy flight full of a suitcase of despair and half-eaten free chocolate. But in a way, it's refreshing. In a world in which our generation is made numb by doom scrolling on social media, it has a beauty to feel real-life doom. The COP really is one of the few places where you can experience emotions together. In a way, it is much like watching a German football game these days. You pay a lot to get there. It looks pretty cool on Instagram and social media. You pay a lot for overpriced snacks. And after a true roller coaster of emotions, which makes you feel anxious, hopeful, anxious, and then hopeful again, you go home with a deep sense of shared frustration. Thousands of people that want to do nothing more than to cry in each other's arms. But it's not over yet. At least 10 minutes of the game are still on. Let's make them count, because I don't really want to be in a losing team again this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roman, for your last minute performance. We have one very short another performance from Rota. So welcome her on stage. A big applause for her. Here you go.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. So my name is Rueta. I come from Latvia. And because I have to be short, I will not give you my speech on how important nature is for Latvia and how it ties together in every aspect in our culture. But I hope the Latvian folk song that I'm going to sing to you can convey my emotions. So I was thinking about singing you either a reverence song or a strength song, but I opted for the strength song because I feel that everybody, all of us here, needs a little bit of strength. Laibi vardi, kambi vardi, man pašaisti privat. Laibi vardi, kambi vardi, man pašaisti privat. Dauga viņu noturējumi, Todoro dibina. Dauga viņu noturējumi, Todoro dibina. Sita mani, dura mani, kā ozola bloķēniņ. Sita mani, dura mani, kā ozola bloķēniņ. Neiesita, neiedura, kā tērauda gabalā. Neiesita, neiedura, kā tērauda gabalā. Neiesita, neiedura, kā tērauda gabalā. Neiesita, neiedura, kā tērauda gabalā.
So much. Yeah, we need to leave immediately the seats. Sorry for that. I'm so sorry. This, yeah, let's say the press conference was not planned. Thank you for your time. Yeah, let's say it like that. The first chance ever I can moderate for a press conference. We have now a press conference here in the German Pavilion. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Welcome to the German Climate Pavilion at COP28 in Dubai. Ambitious, just together.